Hey everybody, it's I Want to Be Retro. Today we're going to take a look at running the official rolling release of Debian, codenamed Sid, as a Proxmox VM. To get started, open a web browser and navigate to the Proxmox web UI and get logged in. Expand the target Proxmox node in the left navigation menu, then select the target storage device, select ISO images, then click Download from URL. Copy the download URL for Debian Sid from the video description, then paste it in the URL field and click Query URL. Optionally, rename the downloaded file name to Debian Sid, then click Download. Once the download completes, close the dialog window, then right-click the node name and select Create VM. Give the new VM a unique name and ID, then click Next. Select the storage device where you downloaded the Debian Sid ISO, then select it from the dropdown, then click Next. Leave the defaults on the System tab, then click Next. Set the target storage device for the virtual hard disk, then set the size to 16 gigs or more, then click Next. Give the VM at least 2 CPU cores and set the CPU type to host, then click Next. Give the VM 4 GB of memory or more, then click Next. Leave the defaults on the Network tab, then confirm the settings and click Finish to create the VM. Once the VM shows up, select it from the left navigation menu, then right-click it and select Start, then select Console from the sub-navigation menu. Once the boot menu displays, press Enter to start the installer. Start by selecting your language, location, and keyboard layout. When prompted, enter a host name for the VM and an optional domain name. Select the country closest to you, then select a mirror to use for apt. Leave the root user password blank and press Enter twice. Enter a full name for the default user, then a username, then enter and confirm a password. Select your time zone. Select Guided, use entire disk, then press Enter to select the QEMU hard disk. Select all files in one partition, then Finish, then arrow over and select Yes to write the changes to disk. When prompted, select if you'd like to participate in Package Usage Survey, then using the arrow keys and spacebar, select the optional packages you'd like to install, then press Enter to continue. Select Yes to install the Grub bootloader, then arrow down and select Dev SDA as the target device. Once the installation completes, press Enter to reboot the VM. Once the VM reboots, log in using the username and password created during the install. Select your language on the welcome screen, then click Next. Select the keyboard layout, then click Next. Choose if you'd like to enable location services, then click Next, then click Start using Debian. Click the Activities button at the top left of the screen, then search for Terminal and launch it. We'll start by running sudo apt update and sudo apt upgrade to install any available software updates. Then we'll use apt install to install the QEMU guest agent package. And finally, we'll make sure the QEMU guest agent daemon is started and enabled. Welcome to Debian Sid, running as a Proxmox VM.